Welcome to this week's edition of Santa Ana's only educational news and public information program, Education First, here on Channel 31. I'm Jeff Gothard. In news briefs this week, we have stories about a special 9/11 tribute to local heroes at MacArthur Intermediate, an early back-to-school night at McFadden, and an Alumni Day celebration at Santa Ana High School. This past week was one of reflection on the events of September 11th, 2001 across the country. And in Santa Ana, one school made a special presentation to thank our local first responders for standing ready to keep us safe. MacArthur Fundamental Intermediate chose September 11th as a fitting day to say thank you to Santa Ana's first responders, our local heroes. Language arts teacher Ron Chesser worked with Principal Marvin Smolowitz, ASB and PAL students, parents, and other student volunteers to create a strong message of support and appreciation for the police officers, firefighters, and armed forces who work day and night to protect citizens from harm.
Today is a time to remember the victims and heroes of 9/11, a time to reflect on personal goals, and a time to move forward as an individual and as a nation in a positive direction. At this point, I'd like to ask everyone to stand. Please stand. And when I give the signal to freeze, we will just stop for 10 seconds and just remember those victims and the heroes of 9/11. So please freeze. Thank you. You may be seated. I also want to thank and acknowledge those hometown heroes that have come today. As you can see, we have a couple of fire trucks here today. So our hometown heroes that represent our police, fire, emergency services, armed forces are here today, and we've recognized our hometown heroes with a luncheon and some kind words, and we'd like to give them a round of applause. Thank you to all of the staff that have helped in preparing for this day. Thank you to Mr. Silvas and Mr. Burns for helping to help the students get ready by making sure the school was clean. What you go home and do for homework and for reading, because reading counts. And each and every day to work hard to make yourself a better person, make our school a better school, make your city a better city, and our country the best country it can be. So again, this year we will focus on gaining a lot of knowledge so that we continue to keep our scores high and over 800. And we need every single student to work on that every single day in class. So give yourselves again a big hand for being the best school.
If you look all around you, there are heroes. They're called teachers, firemen, policemen, janitors, secretaries. It takes all of us, and especially your parents. So when you go home today, in memory of 9/11, put your arms around your parents and thank them for what they do for you. And the next time you see an officer on a highway or a fire truck, give a little wave. Because they're here, because they're our heroes. With that, with the bell being rang, we want to thank Mr. Smolowitz, Miss Weaver, and Miss Rowan for being excellent administrators and believing in you. Thank you, ASB. Thank you, students. Thank you, ACE, PFO, and CGSF.
A Santa Ana City fire engine, a vintage fire truck provided by community volunteer Scott Parkin, and a huge American flag, along with hundreds of red, white, and blue balloons and flag decorations throughout the school, provided a beautiful backdrop for the tribute. Students researched history and literary sources for quotes about freedom and produced colorful poster graphics.
Well, from the get-go, even last year we talked about this. We knew 9/11 was going to be a special day and an important day to a lot of people in America. And we wanted to reflect on that. And one way we did that was with the quotes we have scattered throughout the school, the idea that we're going to bring community and people together. Part of that community is our military service and Santa Ana Fire Department, Santa Ana Police Department. We reached out to them and talked to them even in July and said, we want to do this on 9/11. Would you come to our school? We want to feed you lunch and honor you. And we also want to honor memory of those who have passed on this day.
Firefighters, police, and service members were treated to a tasty lunch with students and administrators in the library and awarded plaques from the student body.
Well, it's very humbling, and I think it's a very special occasion that these youngsters remember the people the first responders on a special day like today.
There was 4 planes, one landed on the Pentagon, 2 in the Twin Towers, and one was heading for the White House. But they didn't crash into the White House, but because they like knocked out the pilots and they sent it down right before the White House.
I think 9/11 was sad because a lot of people lost their lives. It makes me feel sad to think of all the people that died, and it makes me wonder why people would do something like that. Because we should all be in peace, but not everybody believes that way. Yeah. Thank you.
I really feel sad about 9/11. I mean, so many people lost their lives.
9/11 was a really bad thing to happen because so many people lost their lives.
And I feel sad for all the kids who lost their parents in the 9/11 attack.
MacArthur students may have been in elementary school at the time of September 11, 2001 attacks on our country, but they now have a renewed appreciation for the work of people who protect all Americans every day. Parents of McFadden Intermediate students were invited to their school's back-to-school night a little earlier this year to give them a head start on helping their children succeed in classes. Tacos were served by Parent-Teacher-Student Association members as parents received information from Principal Esther Severy in a general meeting in the outdoor amphitheater.
Well, this is our back-to-school night, and we decided to have it on earlier this year because we wanted to engage the parents a little bit sooner than what we have in the past. Usually you wait until 5 weeks into the semester, and by then the kids who are going to be having trouble are already having trouble. So we really want to get all the parents on board right now so that they can understand just what our expectations are and how we're going to help their kids achieve success this year at McFadden.
After the mass meeting, parents followed their students' bell schedule for a mini day of classes to meet with teachers and find out valuable information to help their students excel throughout the year.
Well, it's special for me because, you know, I was an alumni at McFadden. I went to the district and I started working here when I was 15. So my roots are here. This is pretty much my family. I spend all my time here. And the kids here, you know, they're great. They're motivated, they're fun to work with, and it's just a fun place to work.
PTSA President Therese Mims spoke with Channel 31 about the importance of parental involvement in students' lives.
Your child is going to go to high school next year. You need to learn more about what they're doing and what kind of friend and what kind of program the high school is offering them. Okay? And then that's what we want to help the 8th grade parent the most. All right? Thank you.
I am Delilah Lovell, school community worker at McFadden. We are promoting important information for parents to get involved in every activity that we have here at McFadden. We are offering parenting classes as well, the annual parent conference, as well the monthly meetings for the whole year.
As parents, I'm giving you homework, I give them homework. You need to check their agenda every day. Todos los días, every day. Why? Because they had a quiz already, and unfortunately they didn't check their agenda, they forgot about the quiz. And they didn't do so well on the quiz. And as a math teacher, yes, I understand the numbers, we curve grades. I hold the standards high, and I will keep them high all the way until June. It is your children's responsibility to meet up to those standards. My job is I'm here to help your child. That's my number one priority. I am here until 9, 10 o'clock sometimes. That's my job. The students should have my email. I'll give it to you. My goal is for them to learn. That's all it is.
I thought to myself, what would I want to know about what's happening with my kids in school? So what I'm going to just do is tell you the basic day. When your children walks into my class, when your child's in my classroom, this is what happens. So the bell rings and they'll come in the door and they'll find their seat and they'll take out which is their agenda.
First of all, my older daughter came here too, and I choose this school because I see that the principal is a great person. I like the curriculum that they have here. I like the rules that they have here, and also I like the environment. I think it's a very safe environment.
They teach him discipline and give them a sport, as we as parents are motivated to come support our children. My other son was here and did very well. He had great teachers.
We also spoke to some students about why they think McFadden is a special school.
That this school has really good education and they have really cool teachers. At this school, they have really hard tests, but they help you to improve your grades and to get better scholarship in high school.
And the thing I like about this school is that there's a lot of activities and a lot of electives in this school, and that's why I like McFadden Intermediate.
All Santa Ana students are expected to achieve the highest possible results in school. McFadden is no exception. Teachers are working hard to make sure that parents are a big part of success in their children's learning experience.
Passing gas around infants can be deadly. Passing gas releases a toxic fog of ammonia and hydrogen cyanide, which can be especially harmful on an infant's developing lungs. Passing gas can even contribute to sudden infant death syndrome. Kids shouldn't be exposed to secondhand smoke. Don't pass gas, take it outside.
Don't walk. Don't walk. Walk. Do not enter. Hot dogs. Definitely like hot dogs. Motorcycle club. Everything must go. Ghostly ghouls. Don't look at that, Teddy. Body piercing. Ouch.
Everyday moments can become teaching moments because learning starts long before school does. Give your child the start they need at bornlearning.org.
At a special day dedicated to alumni of the oldest high school in Orange County, former Santa Ana High School students from all over the country converged at their old stomping grounds to spend time with friends and see what changes have been made at their old school. Santa Ana High School's students from back as far as class of 1936 are here today to celebrate Alumni Day with their classmates and tour the school with new students to see what is going on today here at Santa Ana High School. For over a century, Santa Ana High School has been the flagship for the tradition of educational excellence here in Santa Ana. SAHS alumni from all walks of life have returned on this beautiful Saturday morning to reminisce with old friends and celebrate the history of this fine school. The Santa Ana cheer team was on hand to give a hearty welcome to the returning Saints as they entered the building.
This school is very special. To begin with, Santa Ana High School is the oldest high school in Orange County. It began in 1889, and the first graduating class was 1893, and it has a tremendous tradition. It's had many changes over the years, and in 1932, when we had a big earthquake, the auditorium and much of the school, of the old school, had to be rebuilt.
But we were remarking this morning that this is the first time we really had a chance to explore the entire old part of the high school, because we only had 5 minutes between classes, and the lockers were then on the walls, and we had to run to our locker and throw one book in, bring another one out, and run to the next class. So, and then after school, of course, either we went out to after school sports or got the heck out of school, went home and did what else we wanted to do. So we didn't stick around and explore. And this is the first time we really had a chance to do that.
I graduated in 1958, and to step in here today, it's been like, you can almost hear the ghosts of 1958. It was really fun to come back. My dad was also principal here at Santa Ana High School, and so it's been really a lot of fun, and to come with my sister here, it was really great.
Okay, and then I graduated in 1971, and my dad was the principal when I was here for the first 2 years, my sophomore and junior year, and then he transferred to the district office. But it never was a problem having him be the principal. It was always fun. My friends all knew him, and I'd gone all the way through Santa Ana schools, so it brings back a lot of memories.
What were some special things you could do here, or that you remember about this school?
You know, I was telling one of the girls that took us on a tour, every time they had a football game, the marching band would march all through the halls and play, and it was so exciting, and we thought that was so fun. And we had the first Earth Day, remember Earth Day? And we all came and rode bicycles and roller skated all through the halls and stuff on our roller skates. And I remember that when I walked down the halls, I was like, oh my gosh.
Well, I was a flag twirler, and it was part of the band. We went marching, and part of the cheerleading team. So walking through the hallways brought a lot of emotions back, a lot of memories. It's been 30 years since I've been here, and I moved to Boston right out of high school, so I haven't been back in California for years, and I just moved back here, and obviously I came back to the school, so it's great to be back. It's great to be back, you know.
All right, I graduated from Willard from here in 1940, came back to teach here in 1971 after a period at Willard and so forth. What was it like when I went here? It seemed to me there were nothing but good students. It was a great school to go to, good teachers. We went to pieces, didn't we?
What kind of advice could you give to students coming through right now that will help them succeed?
Don't lose sight of your dreams. Prepare, listen to others, and stay in school. Keep going and achieve those goals. Never lose sight of the goals, and never lose sight of the dreams, and you can accomplish those things.
The Santa Ana Marching Saints Band played a mini concert under their director, Troy Rexell, to bring back memories of football games gone by for the returning Saints. Student volunteers prepared tasty food and used the opportunity to raise funds for campus organizations, while sharing school spirit and interacting with the visiting alums. The event at the campus was followed by the annual alumni picnic at Irvine Park.
Well, I think it's really interesting because we get to know how their old school was and how much fun they had here, and they get to hear their life stories about what the school did for them, what their teachers did for them, where the buildings were otherwise.
I think it's important for the alumni to come back to our school to see how much it's changed, or to come back on memory lane and just remember the times that they had in high school. And I would want to remember my times in high school also.
Santa Ana was the original high school and the oldest high school in Orange County. So to us, it's our hidden jewel, and it's always a wonderful opportunity to open our doors to the public to see the beautiful facilities. We have gardens and patios and our fabulous kids and our wonderful teachers. And so today we even have a graduate from 1939 There's so much history here and wonderful education, and we just invite the entire community to come and enjoy the jewel of Orange County, Santa Ana High School.
Every year the Alumni Association, and that's everybody that graduated from the school, it's not an official association, has a picnic at Irvine Park, and it's always the Saturday after Labor Day. Well, some of us got together and thought, wouldn't it be neat to open up the school the same day and have people come and walk the halls, a little memory, and see what we're doing now and promoting the school, because the school is beautiful, and we really would like people to come back and see our school.
Supporters of the alumni event made sure that attendees had a memorable experience because, as everyone knows, once a saint, always a saint. If you'd like more information about the Alumni Association at Santa Ana High School, contact Peggy Pearson at 714-567-4900. As part of a partnership with the Futures Channel, we now provide viewers with interesting videos that connect math, arts, science, and technology concepts with real-world careers. We'll be showing many programs from the Futures Channel right after this edition of Education First, so stay tuned. Also on Channel 31 this week at 10:30 a.m., 12:30 p.m., and 7:30 p.m., except for Tuesday night during the board meeting, we'll be showing Help Me Grow, a program produced by KOCE-TV with funding from the Orange County Children and Families Commission. This program will be presented in English and Spanish, and it's about how parents can learn more about healthy ways to help their children learn and grow. This week's episode is called Reading with Your Child. Also this week, watch for The Whole Child, a child development program from the Annenberg Foundation, showing here on Channel 31 every day at 5:30 p.m. This week, we'll be presenting 2 episodes back-to-back, number 11, Creativity and Play, and number 12, entitled Let's Talk About It. Attention college-bound students! Saddleback High School will be hosting the district's college night on Wednesday, September 27th from 6 to 9 p.m. University representatives will be on hand to answer questions from students and their families about the UC and the Cal State systems, as well as many other institutions. With more than 65 schools represented, individual meetings will be held in classrooms starting at 6 p.m. For more information, please contact the Public Information Office here at the district at 558-5555. We'd like to hear from you, so if you have good news about your Santa Ana school, please call us at 480-5374 or send us email at channel31@sausd.k12.ca.us. That's our news for today, and thank you for watching our show. If you see something you like on Channel 31, please tell your friends and neighbors. I'm Jeff Gothard for Education First, Santa Ana's only educational news and public information program here on Channel 31.